Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we are looking at Batman Full Moon by Rodney Barnes and Steven Subic. Supposedly this cover glows in the dark, so stick around till the end of the video when I turn off all the lights and we see if it does indeed glow in the dark. I was completely on the fence about this one. I kind of just found out about it a couple weeks ago, perusing the books that were coming out in the next couple weeks to see if anything exciting was coming out, and this looked available. And I was just like, I don't know, somebody said that like 24 Bat books this year alone or whatever, I don't know, if not more than that. Batman makes up like 40 something percent of DC's publishing output. And I have a theory. I was thinking, we're getting dangerously close to Batman becoming public domain. So are they just like running full throttle towards the finish line and being like, we're gonna make as much money off of this guy as we can until that time? Because I have a theory that once he becomes public domain, DC is gonna be in rough competition, because I think that so many like way more talented people than DC has the good mind to hire are gonna be doing Batman books. And that is nothing to be said of this book that we're looking at, because if you watched my review last week on Absolute Batman #1, that was amazing. That was so good. That not only lived up to my expectations, it well exceeded them. And I had minimal expectations going into this. I thought it could go either way, and it went that way, okay? So I was unaware, but Rodney Barnes is apparently the writer of Philadelphia, which is a book I have not read, but is Eisner Award winning and very critically acclaimed. So I thought that it would be this, knowing that this should be like I should be crying, this should be life changing, this should be the most epic take on a Batman werewolf story you could ever imagine, right? It should be. Is it? I don't know. Black Label book. That's a high precedent there. Rodney Barnes, writer, Steven Subic, art and cover, Russ Wooten, letterer, Francesco Francavilla, and Steve Beach, variant covers, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so Gotham Industrial District. I was immediately annoyed by that, because isn't Gotham City kind of the industrial district in its entirety? And then, let's see. The art is good. Steven Subic, I don't know, breakout artist from what? I forgot what they said. Breakout artist from Riddler Year 1. Okay. I mean, it's cool. It looks really neat. It looks great. It looks highly, digital, though. It looks very, a lot of pose and effects and, this kind of thing. It just looks very, very digital to me. I think it's supposed to be having this sort of, Michael Gaydos, kind of, Bill Sienkiewicz, kind of, very grim and gritty kind of thing. And it does. I mean, it looks very cool. It captures the elements of that. But it also very much looks like it was done with a computer. And that sort of doesn't ruin it for me, but takes me out a little, if you know what I mean. And I have to say, for an Eisner Award-winning writer, maybe, I don't know, I feel like I don't want to piss anybody off, but I felt like there was a lot of cliche here. It's like Kane Park. It's like the lip service to Batman creators is kind of done to death. You know what I mean? I feel like, turn left on Finger Avenue and we're gonna meet at Adams Brewery or whatever. I'm sorry, just saying. So in this, I thought was also weird. So he's, Batman's fighting crime, but at the same time, he's having this casual conversation with Zatanna, who he's dating. When did that happen? See, with Black Label, I feel like it should be more like Elseworlds, in a way that you can sort of it stands on its own without anything else. This feels a little bit too much in regular continuity. I guess they're dating and I didn't know it. see this artist like trying to be like cinematic and dark and I don't know. See, like, doesn't that just look like I don't know, what do you call it? Like, gosh, stock, you know, stock photo, like a free stock photo of a doc or something, and then you just sort of drew this over it. I don't know how he's doing it, but it's definitely like computer manipulation or something. Zatanna definitely looks like a character from Sam Keith's Max there. It's so bizarre. And she's like in this fancy restaurant. I don't know. Anyway, so we're like getting elements of, and then we have like sort of like Batman being like, oh, a werewolf. I mean, like, I bend my suspension of disbelief for Killer Croc and, well, you yourself, Zatanna, but werewolves are fairy tales. I don't know. I feel like at this point in the game that like Batman can't really have that attitude and like have us, buy the fact that he's the world's greatest detective at the same time, is what I'm saying. I don't know. Like, I just feel like this is all trying to be cool, but it's all just dark and almost looks traced in a way. And, like, I don't know. I don't know how the artists came to this, but, like, this sort of photorealism just, it's soulless. You know what I mean? It's like when you have somebody like Bill Sienkiewicz doing it, he's drinking India ink and like sticking a razor blade down his throat and puking the ink on the page, and that's how he comes up with it. This is all just like, I don't know. But I have to say, like, there probably is an audience for this. I'm sure a lot of people are just like losing their minds and thinking it's so amazing. And I'm sure, of course, you throw in Man Bat because, in case you didn't know, this is, I guess, the writer's deep researched tidbit of information he's imparting on us that uh, werewolves and vampires are distant relatives. Okay. I don't know. See, it's just like even when Bernie Wrightson did, Batman the Cult or whatever, it's Batman and horror. No, I mean, Batman in any genre works well, honestly, if you do it well enough. I thought the depiction of Alfred was weird. You know what it was? This thing is very, like, I don't know. I felt like maybe this is like the writer just like, this is his Batman movie script. So it all felt very cliche. Like how Alfred should appear in a movie, but I don't know. He's just saying the stupid things that Alfred says. But I don't know. Oh, yeah, like this kind of threw me out too because it almost made Alfred seem like a dipshit. And I feel like Alfred's a little more worldly and stuff. So he says, so a wolf like bear destroyed one of the most sophisticated laboratories in the world. That's one smart bear, like Yogi or Smokey. Like, I don't know. Yogi isn't particularly smart, was he? Smokey, yes, that was one smart motherfucking bear for sure. So here comes Man Bat and be like, oh, I'm here to offer my opinion, blah, blah, blah. Da-da-da, whatever, I don't know, this werewolf just randomly in Gotham, and I'm just so not excited by this book. It's an expensive gimmick with a glow-in-the-dark cover that may or may not glow in the dark. The guy at the comic book store told me he tried it and it didn't glow. I just tried it, but then I'm realizing it should be charging now as I'm talking, so I'm gonna have to let it wait for like a minute. So at the end, maybe I'll just summarize why this is so great. I don't know. I'm just not loving it. I mean, I don't hate the art. Like, it has moments of goodness. But then, I don't know. And then John Constantine randomly shows up just because he's magic and he should be here. And Batman's casually like, oh, you're the person I kept hearing about. But then Constantine also makes reference to Zatanna being good in bed and not wanting to interrupt her date with Batman, but referencing the fact that they had sex. I'm like, okay, so you just kind of ruined the date anyway. But I don't know. So, yeah, the werewolf who's at large in Gotham, I guess, he woke up naked in an alley and, the nice, homeless, weird Gothamites helped him and he winds up in a church and, of course, this nun is gonna tell him how it is and blah, blah, blah. This is like the worst review ever, but $6, y'all. Oh my gosh, like so not worth it. I'm sorry. I could care less where it goes. It was so cliche. Batman barges in, gets bit by the werewolf. So, do we have any doubt in our mind that Batman will become a werewolf at some point in the series? As if we had any doubt. I don't know. It just seems like, are there too many Batman books? If they're like this, then the answer, I'm sorry, is yes. But, you know, what can I tell you? Um, I didn't hate it, but I just felt like it was kind of like rife with cliche and like I'm not loving the art, so sorry. Anyway, does it glow in the dark? Does it? I don't know. Let's turn off the lights. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, or you're probably unsubscribing right now after this review. I'm sorry once again, but anyway, that they can't all be glowing like this cover. Oh my god, I'm hilarious. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Let's see if this glows in the dark. I'll bring you more soon. Ha cha cha. And 3, 2, 1. Hopes. It is glowing in the dark. Okay, totally worth the $6. Love this book. It's the most amazing thing I've ever read in my entire life. The best Batman werewolf story ever. I can't lie. Okay, so that is freaking cool, right? Okay. Glow in the dark gimmick. You got me. Maybe I'll be around for issue 2 if it has a glow in the dark or like other sort of gimmicky cover. Anyway, thanks guys.